So today we're going to install the performance pedals for Model 3 and Model Y. Before we start, just kind of giving you a quick sort of rundown of what's in the driver's footwell. So this is a 2020 Model 3 that we're working in. So we have obviously the two regular pedals, and then we have this, the dead pedal. Now what I have on here is our original dead pedal, which is designed for Model 3 before MY20, so everything up until MY20, and obviously not Model Y at all because they are all MY20. And we get a lot of questions about this, so I just wanted to kind of show you the difference. So if we get close in, sorry about the shadows, it's not very well lit, but you can see that, there we go. You can see that it's a cut stainless steel plate. And on the pre-MY20 Model 3s, there was a plastic plate behind this, so it would show through the grooves. Now on this car, because it's an MY20, there's no plastic plate, it's just this carpet that goes right over it. So through the grooves you see the carpet. So from a functional perspective, it's not as good. From an aesthetic perspective, that's kind of up to you, but it does still function as a dead pedal. I would argue that it's still better than the carpet on its own. But depending on the mats you use, you may cover over this area completely anyway. So I just wanted to give you a quick rundown before we get started, which we're going to do now. Okay, so here we are in the driver's footwell. It's pretty crowded in here, so I've kind of got three cameras all pointing at the pedals from different angles and a light and everything else. So hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm up to. Here's the Tesla pedal. Here's the replacement. This has been in the sun for a couple of hours, so the rubber is a little bit more loose, which is good, or flexible, I should say. And then here's the accelerator. There's nothing detachable on this. It's the whole thing is just a piece of plastic, so nothing to do over here. So the first thing we're going to do is peel this away, and it's not too difficult to do. Removing these is far easier than putting them on. Okay, that just leaves that. And then for the replacement, what we're going to do is kind of hook it over the top first, and then just kind of work our way around the back. And I'm hoping this camera over here kind of picks up what I'm doing, but just kind of squeeze it over the top there. There goes that camera. Hold on, stick that back there. Hopefully the camera is picking this up. You definitely need a bit of finger strength to do this, but it's not difficult. And then when you've got those on there, we just want to kind of get underneath it a little bit and make sure we've got that bottom piece as well. Like so. And work it along. Try and add a bit more. There we go. Okay, and then once you've got it in place, just kind of work your fingers around it, make sure it's in place. Key thing to note, I suppose, is that these are specifically for Model 3 and Model Y. You'll see some advertised for Model 3, Y, S and X. S and X are a little bit wider, so you'll get some movement, but there's no movement on these. These are rock solid when they're installed. Okay, now we're going to do the accelerator. So it goes this way up. The easiest thing to do, if you're working from the left side of the car, then we're going to start in the bottom right corner, and then just kind of bring it around and over that edge. And then as you do that, get your finger underneath the bottom edge so you can roll this out a little bit. And then we're going to work it all the way around. There goes that camera. Let's reposition that, see if we get anything useful from here. Probably not. Just work it along. And this one you can really kind of stretch it each way to make sure you get it over the edges. So once you've got it on one side, kind of give it a real pull the other way. And then work your fingers around the back again, making sure that it's all around. And just grab the camera so you can kind of see it a bit better from there. And hopefully you can see that we've got all the rubber unpicked. Let's look on this corner. All right. So there you go. So it's definitely not a fun project. It's definitely a little bit frustrating trying to do it. But once they're on, they're very solid. They're not going to go anywhere, of course. And they're pretty simple in terms of what they're made of. It's just pressed stainless steel with a rubber backing. The edges deliberately are not glued down. So if I zoom in on here, you'll see there's some gaps around here. The glue is behind the tread pattern to make the installation a bit easier, because it means you can flex the rubber around a little bit. So there you have it. These are the performance pedals for Model 3 and Model Y.